Monday. Today we have a really interesting lesson. We're going to be talking about queries. So, the classroom. Raise your hand to ask questions. Be respectful to your peers. Do your work. Save your work in your individual folder. Anybody want to give me another suggestion for a rule that we can have in the class? Yes? No, yeah. No eating? So no eating. I know you're not going to walk with your feet and eat. Yes? You had another one. You had your... Okay. Hannah? Okay. So you had a chance to look at a video that involved checking the price of items. I want you to think about it. Uses a query to check prices. Besides prices, what else? Where else do you think queries can be used? That's a good question. So, Sarah says it's a query. Do you all agree that it's a query? Right? Can you think of other places where you can use queries? Yes, here. Massive. Technically, every place that you go to has some way for you to check the price. Delissa, you need to be on task, right? So you need to X off that and go on to the lesson that we and follow along. Alright, so today's lesson is about queries, about checking prices, focusing on checking prices and stores. And this is very useful. So you're going to go into groups. I have the grouping here. So put yourself in groups very quickly. Go into your groups, please. And you have an activity in front. You have an activity in front of you. Everybody has one of this. Well, each group will have one of this. I want you, so you are a worker to complete this. I want you to read the instructions. You are a worker at a very high scale boutique. Look at the clothing table below and answer the questions. What is the price of Ralph Lauren black label in size medium? List 2 product names of jeans sold by the store. The customer would like to know if they have any product that fits this description. Cheetah print pencil skirt. What is the price? And yes, if you have it. So look at the table and write an answer down. 2 minutes for this. So in your groups, are you working in your groups? Look at the table and answer that question. when they need to read. You can see. Can you see? I will have to turn it back. I will take it off for you. Can you see? I don't think you need 2 minutes. I'll just give you 1 minute and a half. Sorry, so you'll move it. 30 seconds again. Okay, I'm gonna just change the lights on that. All right. Anybody would like to share their answers? Yes, Rian? So the first one, read out.
What is the price of the Ralph Lauren Black Label in size medium? And the answer is $1,189.
Thank you. And could you, Rian, tell us how you got that?
So I went on the product name and looked for Ralph Lauren Black Label, and I found it. And after I checked the size.
So are you saying you went on the product name and looked for Ralph Lauren Black Label?
Yeah.
And what did you go after?
Check the size.
You went to the corresponding section for size and you looked for medium.
Yeah. And after I found it, I went.
You went under price.
And I got the price.
Do you all agree? So the answers were 189. What are the two product names of jeans? Anybody? Deidre. Right, Miraz, you got that? Do you all know that what you just did was a query? Hannah? You just executed a query manually. Do you think this is what happens in the stores when you ask the price for an item? Yes. Yes, this is exactly what happens. Let's go back to the lesson.
Miss, I have a question. So let's say we wanted to know how many people in our house at school, miss. Do they do a query to figure that out?
Yes, definitely. Very good question here. Actually, I can pull it on the database right now and check and see how many people present at school. We actually have a database for that. So queries are useful all the time. Queries, we use it all the time. Once you have a database, you're using it. Let's learn what the queries are. From the last class, we already talked about tables. Now we're going to use the data in the table to answer questions. When you want to find out the answer about the data you stored, you use a query. A query is simply a request for data and an action on the data. And you can use a query to answer a simple question, to perform calculations, combine data, even add or delete data. And we're going to learn today select queries. That's what we're going to look at today. Select queries. What are the steps to create this query? Let's just go full screen. Okay, so ladies, what are the steps to create a query? First of all, you're going to open that database that we talked about. I'll show you just now where to locate it. When you open the database, you're going to create on the menu. After you say create, you're going to look for the query design. Query design. And next, you're going to, the show table appears, and the show table simply asks you what kind of data do you want to put. Where is the data going to come from? You're going to see a list of all your tables. You're going to choose the clothing table for this exercise. when you've done that, you will then be able to choose the fields that you want. Now it's basically what you want to see. Do I want to see something? Do I want to see the prices? Then I will choose the fields that I want, and then I will enter the criteria in the section here. So I will double click on the field name. It will pull from the table, and I can simply type in the query that I want. The criteria to give me the query. Next. Then I'm going to run my results. So I'm going to show you how to do all of this. And this is what you will see. As you are seeing, you see a list of the product names and the prices. And that's what maybe you want. Or maybe you want to filter this down. So you're seeing only medium right now. That's what one of the questions you may want to ask. Next. Alright. Now let's talk about how to select.
Miss, so like when you go into a shoe store and you ask if they have a size in another store. So let's say you go Gulf City and they don't have size small, but they think that in C3 Payless they have size small. So they usually go and call C3 and ask if they still have that size in stock.
Yes.
That isn't that using a query when they find the table to see who has it in Trinidad?
Yes. So if you have all the stores connected, you can see what stores, which location has the size. So ladies, excellent question, Daniel. Let's look at the criteria that you may want to use. So this is a guide. All you have to do is choose what you want from the table and then put in the query, the criteria. I want to see prices under 100. Well, the criteria on the price will be less than 100, or maybe I want to see equal to 100, and this is how you write it. I want to choose sizes with 8, equal 8, where you can type 8. I want to see all the quantities beginning with S. Now this one is new. If I want to see something beginning with S, it's the letter S stop. That simply means once it starts with S, anything else. Once it starts with S. So it's called the wildcard, and you can read more about that. If I want to see the tops in size small, on the criteria for size, I put small. Items that cost between 100 and 500, max. You all remember that? Greater than equal to 100 and less than equal to 500. What do you think? Yeah?
Yes, miss.
It's basically what you want to see, what data you want to see. Next slide. Alright, so what criteria is needed to see the items where the prices are greater than 100? Write your answers, please. Using the slide, just write your answer. After I've just explained to you about criteria, write your answer. Can you click on show responses to me, please? So students, scroll down. Students, I'm seeing greater than 100. Scroll down. Right, greater than 100. Okay, greater than 100, go down. Okay, somebody still typing, go down. Okay, I think you've got it. Okay. All right. Go back to this show. Okay. So let's see. Just scroll back up for me. Scroll back up. Show responses. Right. So greater than 100. And go back up. Right. So I see you got it. So you got it. Yeah. Did you all get it?
Yeah.
How you doing? Show a thumbs up. How you doing? You doing okay? All right. Go to the next slide, please. Ladies, that is what you should have seen. Next one. And you all got it. So students, volunteers, I want for PG-13 movies. I want to see all the PG-13 movies we have. How can I only see PG-13 movies? What do I put in the criteria? Yes, Ishan. You're not sure?
Yeah, so I raise it, and you raise the one, and criteria, and you just put PG-13.
Do you all agree?
Yes.
Okay, who shall I call? Pass it to someone to answer the next question. Go to the next one, please. This one, I want to see Jaws. I want to know how many copies of Jaws the second we have. Do you all know that movie?
Yes, sir.
Yes. After that, you'll never go in the ocean again. What if I want to see how many copies I have of Jaws 2? What do I need to put in the criteria? Ishana, explain why you have this.
Okay, I put Jaws.
You need to turn to what you got.
Okay. I put Jaws because we only want to see the quantity of the Jaws movies. So the criteria would be the title, Jaws.
Do you all understand?
Yes.
Does that make sense? Thank you very much. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, go to the next slide, please. I think that's it. How are we feeling? Could you give me an indicator? So write a drag the dot, I believe. Drag the dot so we know how you're feeling. Are you understanding this? Does it make sense? Do you see how this is so functional?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so we are doing pretty good. Good. Next slide. So students, we're going to work in pairs, and I'd like someone to just demonstrate how to download the database and use it. Deidre? Okay, so go ahead. I need to just share. You are machine number 2021. Is that your machine? Go ahead and show us how to download the database. Pay attention, everyone. Okay, so you click on download. Ladies, pay attention, you enable the content. And what is the table we are using? Clothing, I believe it's clothing table. Yes, that's it, double click on it. Alright ladies, so you have a sheet of paper in front of you. I want you to, in your pairs, to just move around, please. Go to your pair. You will need to move with her because you don't have access. And I want you to write the answers, please. You're only going to do 1 and 2. I'm going to show you how to do 1 and 2, ladies, and then you will do 3 and 4. Right? So let me show you. So ladies, look on the board with me. Look on the board with me, please. I already have my database up. I'm showing you how to do it. The first question, follow along with me. What is the price of Ralph Lauren black label in size small? How do I do this? Watch me, please. Are you in your groups? You're going to first click on create, query design. I'm going to use the clothing table. So I go ahead and add clothing. And they gave me instructions here what to put. Product name, I simply click on it, size and price. And it says here I need to see what is small. So let me see if it would work. What is the criteria here? If I want to see only small. Is it small? So I think I edit it. Small. And I get small. Are you seeing it? Second one. So create the query again. Query design. If I want to see the product code, oops, wrong one. Create query design. Clothing table, look at me please. I'm demonstrating and I'm going to allow you to do it. I need to do the product, the clothing, I have it here. The product code, the product name, the size and the price and the description. And I want to see the quantity. So that would be quantity. And if I want to see where it exceeds 50, correct, here said greater than 50. Do you all agree?
Yes.
What do I do from here? How do I see the results? Yes, tell me. I press run. And if I've done it correct, you see the price where the quantity is more than 50. So I have shown you how to do 2. I want you now in in 3 minutes, I think you can do question 3 and 4. And then we'll do our peer assessment where you do 1 and your peers evaluate you, and then you do reverse the order. Yes, I think we can go back to the time. Yes. So I'm coming around to see how you're doing. Don't forget to write your answers in. How are you doing? Good, good. Rena, how are you doing? So you can put the less than there. So it's between. So yeah, put greater than and do an and. The space. And then put it's less than, right? So less than each one. Try and see. Alright, wonderful. How are you doing? Good. Out of stock. Anybody can help with that one? What data type is if it's in stock? Think back. What is the data type? Yes.
Yes or no.
The data type. What is the data type? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right. So that means what you put in the criteria.
No.
No. How are you doing? So everybody is here. Are you done? Greater than 100 and less than 200. We got it? That's it. Let me show you. Did you all get it too? Did you complete it?
Yes.
Let's talk about this. Most of you have gotten it. Just go to next. Ladies, share your hands if you got it. I'm going to ask you, what was the criteria to list the product names, description, and prices of all the items between 100 and 200? Yes, Kimberly.
More than 100 and less than 200.
Would that give me the range? How do I write it? If you have the paper there, so what would you have written in the paper? Greater than. Who would like to write it for me? Sarah, you didn't write it. Go ahead, write the criteria for me for number 3. Brian, did you guys all got it out? Joe, something is missing. Ishana, come and fix it. What is missing? If I want to get between 100 and 200.
This week equal sign.
Okay, so equal sign will mean include the 100. And that means inclusive of 100. And less than 200. But if she wants to include 100 and 200, what do we need to do to fix this? Rian, fix it. If you want to include 100 in the search and 200 in the search, what would you put? And do you all agree? Will that catch the 100 and 200 in there?
Yes.
Alright. The next one. List the product names and prices of all the products that are out of stock. I want you to think about what is the data type for out of stock. It was, if you notice, it's a checkbox. And what does the checkbox mean?
Yes or no.
Right, so it's logical, yes or no. So you will choose no for the criteria. How many of you got it, Reina? Did you get it? Haley, did you get it? My friend said we need some witnesses. Okay. Did you get it? Kimberly? You all got it? Alright, ladies. I want you now to answer the question, the peer assessment. How it is going to work. Each of you are going to do it individually. And one of you is going to watch and use the checklist that I gave you and check off if it is done correctly. So first of all, the first person, decide who's going first. So you will go first. You will go first. So you will answer, do a query, and she will observe you. What are the prices and sizes of the Gucci jeans? So write a query for that. And list the product names and prices of all the items in size small. So who is going to do first? Work out in your group. And then checklist for the name of the person. And then reverse. No, I think I just, this is another one. So ladies, go ahead now. Set the timer. I think 5 minutes to work for this. Or 3. No, 5 minutes. 3 minutes. I'm coming around to see that you all are doing it. Who's doing your assessment? So can you just go with Reina, please? Oh, Reina, you can come here. Reina, you come there. Go ahead. So we're getting through. Now the purpose of this exercise is for you to, you can do it by yourself and support each other, suggestions. But you need to do your queries. How are you doing? You got her? Finish. Shana, you did yours? You did yours? So check out the list. So here, that's a lot. Just check the criteria. Check the criteria. Sit down so you know what you're doing with your checklist. You're checking the criteria to see if they have it and put their names on it and your name. Exactly. Come on. Just keep it at 15 seconds. You did your one? You finished? Time? Finish? Okay, so for those of you that are finished, I'd like you to start the query quiz. Click on the query quiz. You can go ahead and click on it. Some of you are finished. Click on the query quiz and choose your answer and submit. This is for those of you that are finished, because some of you are finished. Attempt your quiz. You're going to just put G, stop. Very good, G. Remember, we learned that? Yeah. Did you get the Gucci jeans out? What did you put as the criteria? Did you type Gucci jeans? Okay, that's one way. So the Gucci jeans, you can type Gucci jeans. But you can also put like G or like Gucci or Gucci star. What would Gucci star give you? The whole without typing the Gucci jeans. How are we doing? You got all your queries? Perfect. Have a seat. Alright, so somebody will collect all the pair checklists to me. And you're going to be doing your query quiz now, everyone. You're doing your query quiz now. And just to let you know, some of you were, when you were doing the criteria for the Gucci jeans, some people, ladies, just watch a second. You can type Gucci jeans in the criteria. But another way, if you know it starts with Gucci, star. And then when it give me all the Gucci? If you were just looking, you could just have that. Go ahead. So everybody's doing the quiz individually. So ladies, are you finished with your checklist and so on? Right, so you need to sit individually and do your quiz. Thank you. So log back in. Attempt the quiz. And just show your hands when you're done, so I can get a sense of how you're doing. Okay, just let me know when you're done by showing your hands. Yes? So you just want to put the criteria, like what we did, so the 5 minutes on. Let me just show you the difference. students. I see some responses. I just want to see where you did well in. So 3. So, oh, it's probably your typing. So this is your answer should be between the dates. Don't know if you got that. It will be just like the price, but you just put the dates in between. Good. Most of you got that. All right. So good. Most of you got that. The question that I have to check. It would show that you need to. Alright, I will manually check the ones that you had to type. Alright, ladies, so the next thing you have to do is write for me how you connect this database to your own life. So, ladies, how do you connect this database to your own life? Write for me what is something interesting you learned today, how important is a query to an organization, and list 2 necessary pieces of data that you think will be needed for a query to work. From what you learned today, how can you apply what you learned today? Or how has it impacted your understanding of when you go to the grocery and you want to check a price? How has this impacted your experience, your experiences now? Alright. Your quiz. Remember for the quiz, I will have to check the answers you typed. Because you probably, I have to give it a mark for correct. You may have written it differently than what I have. Okay. So ladies, show your responses. Show responses. Okay, thank you. So I am seeing here query is very effective. Yeah, good. We agree? How to create a query? Scroll down. Table, criteria. I learned a lot. Okay, scroll down. Okay, somebody's still writing. Go down. I learned that you can use a step. Go back up. Go back up. I learned how to read query. Wonderful. Okay. So I gather that you all understand queries.
Yes, miss.
Okay, go to the next slide. So ladies, I know you understand queries. I hope you appreciate your experience when you go to the grocery or any store and you need to check a price. In today's lesson, we looked at simple select queries. We have an understanding of how to get basic data from a table, to extract it. In our next lesson, we're going to look at calculated queries, where we actually use fields in the table to create a calculation, or to work out some kind of problem, like a total. Okay? So this is the end of our lesson, ladies. I want you to think about your queries, think about what we did, the criteria you need to use, and how important queries are. Right? So thank you, everyone. Have a good day, everyone.
Take care, Miss.
Okay. Take care then.